Yeah, got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show. That Byron Donalds, man, he's a sharp guy. Sharp black guy. And he shut Stephen A. down. Check out the video. Yeah.
Now let's get to the insurrection. I'm going to shock you here. I do think he incited. I do think he was irresponsible. I do not believe it was criminal. I do not believe that. I think it was highly inappropriate and wrong. There's no excuse for him to be, when they were trying to certify the election, there was no excuse for him to go out there and rally and tell them we're going to go up to the U.S. Capitol. We've got to stop this, and, supporting people screaming about hang Mike Pence, because you wanted to get him not to verify or certify the votes, to make sure the transition of power took place peacefully, the peaceful transition of power. I do believe it was an irresponsible thing for him to do. But I don't believe it's criminal. The criminals are the ones that busted into the Capitol. The criminals are the ones that did those things. Not him saying he did use the word peacefully, because I'm no fan of I've known, and I'll tell you that story in a second.
He did say that.
He did use the word peacefully. He did say that. All right, they want to ignore that, but it's the truth. I got to say that. But it was irresponsible. And in closing, I'll say this. I believe the presidency is a statesmanship position. I don't believe that you can be somebody that is as divisive and dismissive of concerns that don't favor you and be the commander-in-chief of this nation. I think that leads to a divide. I think that's the kind of thing that can create civil war in this nation. And that is my concern. To that you say what?
Well, a couple things. First, I'll say with respect to the January 6th charges, yes, he said peacefully. We'll go to the Capitol. We'll protest peacefully. And in every one of his statements, he's always saying we'll protest, but we protest peacefully and we follow the law. The other thing I will add about January 6th, because of my time on the Oversight Committee, is Donald Trump authorized 10,000 National Guard troops on January 4. So if he was trying to have violence at the Capitol, why would he authorize National Guard troops 2 days before to be at the Capitol? And the only person who said no to the National Guard being at the Capitol was Nancy Pelosi, because Nancy Pelosi, being Speaker of the House at the time, is in charge of Capitol security. I know they don't report on this stuff, but that's the stuff that came out in the Oversight Committee. The second thing I'll say, going on what happened in Georgia, I've listened to that phone call. Everybody's listened to that phone call with him and Raffensperger. He's allowed to say, man, hey, I'm just looking for these votes. That doesn't mean there's a criminal conspiracy. It just simply doesn't. Now to the documents. And this is the important one.
Okay.
With the document situation, every former president has taken classified information with them when they leave the White House. Every single one. The National Archives Act gives them the Presidential Records Act, excuse me, let me make sure I say it right, gives every president a 5-year period to negotiate back and forth with NARA. It's always been an administrative process. With respect to them being, the picture of them being in the bathroom, I've been to Mar-a-Lago 10 times now. You just can't walk through Mar-a-Lago willy-nilly because Secret Service protection is on the ground securing the president's personal quarters at Mar-a-Lago. So when they show these pictures, that's because the FBI took that picture and then leaked that picture to the press. It wasn't that somebody put it on their Instagram. That's the way they would want it to seem, but that's not actually the case. So the president, under the Presidential Records Act, not just him, but every president has the ability to go back and forth with the National Archives about what material is in a former president's possession, and they do that. I truly believe what happened here is that you had some bureaucrat at the National Archives was basically like, oh, I saw something, let's go in there and get it. They couldn't do it on their own. And so you had to have the White House counsel's office sign off on it because the president, Joe Biden, had to basically revoke Donald Trump's presidential privileges in order to send in the FBI. That's the issue with the documents.
That is nuts. Everybody knows Scott was, they made Trump the scapegoat for a lot of things. The thing that happened on January 6th, they tried to say it was an insurrection. That's just hyperbole. Could have been all avoided if they had just allowed Trump to have the 10,000 National Guard troops there on ground. It would have never happened. But who denied it? Nancy Pelosi. Why would she do that? She's in charge of office security of the Capitol. Why would she deny that? It's like she wanted it to happen. You know, and then as far as the documents inside of Mar-a-Lago,
Yeah, the president has presidential powers.
Yeah.
To do what he did.
and for them to raid his house, it had Joe Biden had to sign off on that.
Yeah.
Didn't Joe Biden say he had nothing to do with that? He said that.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, the man who put men in women's restrooms and men competing against females. You can trust what he says.
Yeah, Democrats misrepresent whatever happens.
Yeah, intentionally.
Intentionally.
Yeah,
Misrepresent the public. Misrepresent their own constituents that vote for them. And they're so blind they just go with whatever Democrats say.
yeah, and they call us stupid. I mean, I know we're stupid, but we ain't as stupid as the Democrats. They are stupid. You get it? Stupid.
Yeah. I don't even know why they call it insurrection.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why you call it that, so you can whatever, but the Republicans are a bunch of gun nuts.
Yeah.
All Republicans have like 5, 10 guns each.
It'd have been a plan. If the Republicans wanted to take over the government, they would have done it.
They could have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All those people, gun-toting American patriots, if they really wanted to take over the government, they would have killed everybody at the Capitol. They would have.
Yeah, they wanted to, yeah. Because
Yeah.
they didn't have enough security there at all.
Yeah, they could have easily took over our government, but that wasn't the case. It was a riot. They were.
There's a few people that did some things.
It was mostly a peaceful protest. It was some bad apples there, and it got out of hand.
Yeah.
That's what y'all said about y'all constituents during the Summer of Love, during the George Floyd riots and all that. So
Yeah, but he said, Stevenson said the president should be a statesman. That was irresponsible what he did. The president has constitutional rights just like the average citizen.
yeah,
So the president needs to give up his rights
yeah.
because he's the president? That doesn't make any sense.
And then you said, touch on what you said. He's a statesman. You're not holding Joe Biden to that same standard.
Hell, Hillary Clinton, who lost to him, what did she say the whole time? Russia stole the election.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's a different set of rules.
It's different standards for Republicans.
Yeah,
Republicans have to follow these standards. Democrats have no standards.
yeah, yeah.
Stephen A., let me talk to you. You're a smart guy. It's not too common in the black community, but you're one of them. You're a smart dude. Won't you stand up?
Do something good for black people. Won't you stand up and call this a charade, which is what it is? Won't you be a leader amongst the black community? They ain't gonna listen to me. I got a country drawl, got an accent. I sound white. I like white women.
You got them devil eyes.
I got them blue devil eyes. These niggas don't trust me, but they'll trust you.
Even though you got a white man's hairline.
Yeah, yeah.
You know why Stephen A. don't just come out and tell them flat out? I mean, lately he's been coming out flat out because
He ain't gonna do that. He'll lose his job.
Negroes ain't trying to hear that.
He ain't trying to lose that paycheck. I heard he makes about $12 million a year.
Yeah, Negroes, this is what Negroes believe in. It's their truth, and that's the only thing that matters. They don't believe in the truth.
Yeah,
They only believe in their truth.
yeah,
Democrats think that we all hold a monopoly on what the truth is. There's only one truth.
yeah.
Everybody thinks the truth's supposed to make you feel good, warm, and fuzzy inside.
That's not the truth. That's evil.
I mean, it could. The truth can make you feel warm and fuzzy, but a lot of times truth don't feel good.
Yeah. More often than not, yeah.
More often than not, it doesn't feel good.
More often than not, if it makes you feel good, it's a lie.
Yeah. But sometimes truth make you feel good.
Like what?
It could, whatever the truth is.
Well, tell me something that's the truth and makes you feel good.
What you say?
Man, shut up. Truth, very seldom the truth makes you feel
Tell you what,
good.
like this is honest truth. I think Trump was a great president. Another truth is Trump be saying some shit he shouldn't be saying.
Yeah, yeah,
He got freedom of speech, but
yeah. But y'all demonize him, vilify him when he shares his truth. But when y'all share y'all's lies, when y'all share y'all's lies, this masquerading as the truth,
yeah, Trump shares.
there's no standard.
When Trump speaks the truth, it's not his truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
You use that, whatever.
What?
It's the truth. Trump shares the truth, not his truth. It's the truth. Democrats spread their truth.
Yeah.
Because it's not the truth.
That truth is nothing but it's my. You know what the hell I'm saying? Their truths their lies are masquerading as the truth.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
And then he talking about this statesmanship. That's the whole bullshit because you're not holding Joe Biden to the same standard. All these Negroes.
The truth is, Democrats are doing everything to keep him off the ballot and running for president.
Yeah, because
even though Joe Biden won in the last election by a landslide, that last election they said was fair and honest. If you wouldn't buy, I think he had like three. Man, it was a landslide in the electoral college. It was a landslide. It was like Mondale versus Reagan in the 80s, right? But y'all, for some reason, even though their election was fair and honest, for some reason y'all don't want them on the ballot this time. You want them in jail.
What in jail for what? Paying off a prostitute that he got sucked off by. What they did to Bill Clinton, trying to impeach him for getting sucked off in the Oval Office, that was wrong.
Well, he lied on the oath.
That's nobody's business. What he does in the Oval Office is his business. He's the president. If he wants to get sucked off, he can get sucked off.
By an intern.
Yes, his employee. I believe in a man's world. Hey, look here.
She was cute too. Came in with that blue dress.
Yeah. She was irresistible. Hey, look, and what y'all doing?
The Secret Service closed the door. Monica, sit down.
Hey, Keith, shut up, man.
Sit down.
What you doing?
I got something. You go.
Shut up.
You suck it.
You take things too far. You know that, right?
Hey, shut those off.
Wait a minute.